the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Got a little space. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Trying to make magic with his feet. Headed to the end zone. And he finds his way out of bounds. Real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
It'll be 1st and goal from the 2. They're going to run it. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Right on the money. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He makes the grab. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with a strike.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's in open space downfield. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Chadwick. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bolden. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
To the air, it's Chadwick. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, nobody's got him.
The extra point here would tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They go 83 yards on the drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The inside handoff. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Zings it complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Gets the back moving. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They've been running it, but now the pass. He caught it. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker, anything is possible. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wisconsin. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Chadwick. Pucks it out of the air. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Well, it's a great design on offense on that pass play there. You see they clear out the middle of the field, and they leave a huge space wide open for the quarterback to attack. Nice timing on the throw.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hutchinson. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. From the gun, the ground game. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get 1st downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Payne. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. The sweet feet buy a little time. Fires downfield. Complete downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's on target and complete. Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Now, anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bounced right back to them.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. They'll send the back in motion. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. Finds his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Give to the running back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. And they decide to trot out the kicker. It's still a 7-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed and a missed opportunity.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the right. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This offense has it with really good field position. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. To the air, it's Chadwick. Snags it. Put the clamps on that ball and strolled into the end zone for a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught near the sideline, it's Lewis.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone. Nick.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking to throw on first down. He'll throw it. Finds his back in the middle. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the 3rd. Bringing it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To throw, it's Chadwick. Gets it out fast. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. He'll pull it down. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
First down here for the offense. grabbed behind the line. It's Hutchinson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses it.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. Back to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Wants to throw. It's Chadwick. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a third and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
Hunt is on its way. Slips through the line. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
He goes out of bounds across the 25, marked it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football, you can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, 1st and 10 again.
Complete to the left. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 1st down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Scores on the sneak.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but there are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wisconsin. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Dumps it off in the flats. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. The give to the back. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And this guy continues to pour on the stats. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. He's off to a great start today. Defenses just can't figure this guy out.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Turning it on. Bulldozes his way through. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. How about that running back lumbering his way and getting into the end zone?
You're going to find the end zone. You might not necessarily be known for long runs and your fast speed, but all you got to do is get it done. Have the agility, have the awareness, score the touchdown.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Perry. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now second and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Got out of trouble and throws. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
They're they're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
They'll give it to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Got enough for the 1st. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
When you run it up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play.
Tons of room in the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Man, that's a really nice job executed by this offense. 3rd down, defense expecting pass. They had a plan. Quarterback drops back, gets rid of the football. Nice job after the catch, and a great job setting up a 1st and goal for this offense.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker, anything is possible. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Wisconsin. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. No huddle here for the offense.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off.
defense was not fooled. 3rd and 1 situation, everybody in the stadium expecting run. The offense trying to get a little cute, trying to take a shot, and it blows up in their face. Nice job by the defense.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He leaves it with his back. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
He's tackled at the 11-yard line. 4th down. Coming up.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bolden. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
1st and 10.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Out of the backfield, he's open. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st down from the 28.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
It doesn't get any better from the defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. On the move, he fires. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Pulls it in, it's Barry. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout by the defense.
Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Hutchinson. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Unleashes one. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds and complete.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Chadwick. Rushes on him. Got the 1st down himself. He'll work his way down to the 28.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the action.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He's looking to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd.
Timeout called by defense.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And the quarterback takes a knee. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they...
it.